And Kia, see, at least it was only 10 minutes today, so it wasn't so bad. Okay. So we're doing a recap. We're continuing with geometry of 2D. My guys, please let's not judge my English. I was literally telling someone that I was talking to today, when the minute I hop into class, English leaves me. I can't talk properly. I say the dumbest things. I say the most embarrassing things. So let's all just pretend like I have perfect English, please. Moving on. We are continuing with geometry of 2D shapes. And I went blank. We are continuing with geometry of 2D shapes. And what we have covered so far is everything dealing with triangles. So far what we learned that the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. Very important to know that these are the interior angles. So the angles that are inside the triangle, those add up to 180 degrees. My shorthand version is sum of angles in a triangle. Then we also learned about exterior angles of triangles. We learned that the angle that's formed outside of a triangle, this angle usually is formed by one of the lines of the triangle itself being extended. And then this angle gets formed. And what we said is that the exterior angle is equals to the sum, and the sum of what? The sum of the two let's try a straight line. The sum of the two interior but opposite angles. So that in this case is B and C over there. So we now have A is equals to B plus C. My exterior angle is equals to the sum of my two interior but opposite angles. We do not use this angle because this angle over here is an adjacent angle. It is not an opposite angle. I see hands. Yes, Uma.
Oh, ma'am, I wanted to answer, ma'am.
Okay, you can keep your hand raised. When I get there, we will answer. Itandile, you as well?
Ma'am, I have the same reason.
Okay, cool. I have volunteers already. Love that. And then if you are given a triangle with two equal sides, so this is called, remember, isosceles. And let's see if I remember how to isosceles. If I remember how to spell it, and I did. If you're given an isosceles triangle, remember an isosceles triangle has these two equal sides, then the two angles that are opposite those sides are also equal. So in other words, as you see here where the arrows are, those are the angles that are opposite my equal sides. And this rule tells me these angles are also equal. Okay, now when we use this rule, our reason is going to be angles opposite equal. So you're not going to write out the full word equal. You're just going to put in a little equals to sign and then sides. And of course, when we use this rule number 2 that we learned over here, we are going to use exterior angle of a triangle. Okay, we should all be familiar with these rules. Now, I just want to check how many. Okay, I have 3 problems. Uma, I've put your one up so long. Oh no.
Can I answer it now?
Yes, I saw a hand raised. I swear it was Olusle, but Olusle is not even in class. Was I dreaming? Was Olusle's hand up? Did anybody see that? Was I?
Yes, ma'am, I saw that. You're not dreaming, Tonari.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I also heard.
Okay, great. Oh, because I went to go look, I'm like, they're not even in class. What do you mean? Okay, but okay, they're not here anymore, so that's cool. Okay, Uma, carry on.
So this one here is hard, man.
You think so?
I I know so, because I know x and y are equal. We just have to calculate one of them for us to get the other one.
Okay, why are you saying x and y is equal?
Angles, yeah, angles opposite equal sides. I learned it now.
Yep. Okay, that's your first step. That's correct.
But now we need numbers for x and y. So if we, this is hard. I'm assuming 50 plus y equals to z, exterior angle.
That's correct. 50 plus y does equal to z because of exterior angle of a triangle. But here you can see we have two unknowns, right? So this is going to be a little bit tricky to solve.
Can't you make it the same variable?
You want to make y and z the same variable.
Yeah, like make z into y.
We can't, because we can't say that it's the same, because immediately I know this angle is not going to be equal to this angle, because I already know.
Oh, wait, I found one. X plus y plus 50 is equals to 180.
There you go.
Sum of angles in a triangle.
X plus y, and let's not call it y, let's call it x, right? Because y is equals to x. So we're basically saying x plus 50 is equals to 180. So now you made one of these variables the same, and now you can see we only have one variable in this equation, and that's x. So now we can solve.
2x is equals to 180 minus 50. 2x is equals to 130. And I'm looking for my calculator, my computer calculator. So 130 divided by 2 is equals to 65.
Great job. Just a tip, if you're good with halving stuff, dividing by 2 is the same as saying half of 130. I was always a lot better at knowing what is half of something than something divided by 2. So that's 100% x is equals to 65, Umar. So now we have this is 65, but now we also know that y will be equal to 65. And lastly, we need to solve for z, which we can do because you've already given me a statement up on the top here. So now that we know that y is 65, let's finish this up.
Y plus 50 plus 65 is equals to z. Now using its exterior angles of a triangle, you already got that down. Z is equals to 0 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 120. No. Yeah, 115. Yeah.
There you go.
See, ma'am, I do calculations in my brains, ma'am.
That is good. The best type of calculations to do. Oh gosh, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to put this. Oh, that's not going to work. I'm trying to put this in the correct order. Itandile, your question is up so long. There we go. So obviously now we saw that this first equation we had in the beginning didn't work because we didn't figure out what z was. But once we figured out what z was, then we can use that. So I was just ordering that. Itandile, let me do that for you. Let's go.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm still thinking. Okay. Ma'am, can we please ask a question?
Yes.
And the same answer. For y on the inside, can we say it's x also, or it's just an unknown?
So for y on the inside, so you mean this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's not call it y on the inside. Let's call it angle DFE. Okay, so this is angle DFE. And yes, we can say that. What did you ask me? What about this angle?
Can we represent it as x, or it's just...
Yes, we can. Why can we represent it as x?
I don't know, ma'am.
We can represent it.
unknown.
Okay, so you got the right answer, but you don't know why, and let me tell you why. We can say that angle DFE is equals to x because of angles opposite equal sides. Okay,
ma'am.
so in other words, can you see these two sides are equal?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what we know is that these two sides point to angles that are also equal. Okay, which means this angle is equal to this angle. And that's the only reason why we could call this angle DFE x, because I know that it's going to be equal. If I didn't know that it was going to be equal, so in other words, if they didn't give me these symbols, okay, I could have labeled this Z because I don't know whether or not it's going to be equal to x. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can't use the same variable for two different angles if you don't know for sure that they are equal.
Yes, ma'am.
So we've said now that that is equal to x. It wasn't really part of our required, but it was just what you did anyway. So that's okay. In a test situation, you could 100% write this down because maybe you'll use it later. So we've done that. What next?
So, ma'am, I said x plus 40 is equal to 180. Why? Because sum of angles in a triangle, which gave me 2x plus 40 is equal to 180. On the next step, it was 2x is equal to 180 minus 40, which 2x is equals to 140. Divide both sides by 2, and x is equals to 40, 150, and then which is 20,
Half of
so
140?
50, it's 70, man.
I'm busy dividing by 7. Yes, it is 70. So we know now what x is. How do we get what y is?
So, ma'am, y is, so we're going to say, ma'am, what are we going to say again? Okay, we're going to say 70 plus 40, yes, is equals to y. So 70 plus 40 is, it's 110 degrees. Yes, ma'am.
Done?
Why? The reason because exterior angles of a triangle.
The minute I'm asking you if you're done, you must know you missed something.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Exterior angle of a triangle. Itandile, I was waiting to tell you you only got 1 mark, but you're lucky. You remembered.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's that. That is done. I think I saw Omusle come into our lesson. Omusle, did you have your hand up before you left? Did you have a question? I will wait to see. In the meantime, we'll move on to our third one. I don't know, when I prep these classes, I must think I have like X-ray vision because I make these pictures so tiny. Okay. Let me scroll a little. Is that hands I'm seeing? We have the same 2 hands. Ma'am, the video is not showing. That's so you can't see my screen. If that is what's happening, you can probably see my screen in like a little block. Try clicking on the screen and then it should like blow up. Or if you like hold down the little block where you see the screen, try pinning it onto your screen. So you'll see like a little button with that looks like a pin. Try do that. One of those 2 things should help you. If it doesn't, you can always send a message in the chat and let me know it still doesn't work. And I'll just try resharing my screen. Okay. In the meantime, let's see. I see the same 2 hands. Does anybody different want to try? Not that I don't, love you guys answering Uma and Itandile. But let's just check. Let's just check. No new hands? Anybody, if anything, you guys should want to answer just so that Uma and Itandile don't get to with their long pleases in the chat. Okay, but fine. Uma, your hand is up first. Oh no, actually it's like Itandile. Itandile, you get to go.
But ma'am, actually,
Thank
answer
you,
the
ma'am.
last
I
question.
win. I win.
Okay, Itandile, you'll tell me what is X and Uma will tell me what's Y.
Okay, ma'am. Sure thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So I said 2x plus 10 plus 3x minus 20 is equal to 180. Why? Because sum of angles in a triangle.
But
Then,
you
ma'am,
only
I
added
said,
two. You only added these two. You didn't add Y.
oh, plus 2 plus y, ma'am.
Okay, so let's fix that. Mm-hmm.
And then, ma'am, I said 2x plus 3x
Mm-hmm.
plus, and then I said I said minus what? Minus y minus 10.
Okay, so you said 2x plus 3x, and then you took your 10 over
Yes, ma'am.
and your 20 over, right?
Yes.
What are
Yes,
you
ma'am.
doing with y over here?
I said it's a like term with x, ma'am.
No, it's not. Remember, how do we know when things are like terms? We
Because
only
they have
have
the
like,
same,
yes, same what?
only the same variable and exponent.
100%. Is x the same thing as y?
No, ma'am.
100% no. So I was just letting you go on to see when you would figure out that this is actually not going to work, because the minute we have two different variables, I'm sort of stuck in my equation, because you'll see what you'll end up with is 2x plus 3x will be 5x. I can't
Yes, ma'am.
add y because it's not a like term, so y is going to stay on the side. On the side,
Yes,
I would have had 180 minus 10 plus not 12 but plus 20, and what we would have had is then 190.
yes, ma'am.
And what do I do from here? Like, there's really nothing, so you'll get
Yes,
stuck at this point. And why I wanted you to go on because this is what happens in a test. You see something, you think, yes, this is it, I've got it. You try it, you write it down, and then you figure out that, well, you sort of come to a dead end, and that
Yes, ma'am.
is okay. When we do that, all you'll do in a test, you cross it out. Now you've tried using the hammer to screw in a screw. We know, okay, the hammer not gonna work. Let's look for a different tool. Now I know, okay, I can't use the hammer. I cannot use sum of angles in a triangle. So let us try a different rule. Any ideas?
Exterior angle, opposite angles are equal.
What's my statement?
3x minus 20 degrees is equals to y.
No, not y. It's not equals to y. Remember,
2x plus 10.
These are my two equal sides, and they are literally, in this case, pointing to the angles that are also equal. See that?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's equals to 2x plus 10. Also, what I want you to see is if you had y here, we're in this predicament. There's a x and there's a y. I can't solve this equation. So it is not equals to y, but it's equals to 2x plus 10. And my reason is angles opposite equal sides. Okay, now what?
Yes. So we group our like terms and we get 2x minus 2. 3x minus 2 is equals to negative 20 minus 10.
Is equals to
Positive
okay.
10.
Positive 10 minus 20.
20 yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Which is x is equals to negative 10.
Mm-hmm. 100%. Thank you very much, Itandile.
My pleasure.
Cool. So we now know that this x is actually negative 10. And very important that you guys see that this is not the size of the angle. This is just the size of x. The angle is not equal to x. The angle is equals to 3x
Wait,
minus.
there's a mistake over there in the working out.
Thank you. I was just looking at that. It's going to give
That's
us a
supposed to be
negative.
plus 20. Then x is equals to 30 over there.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We transposed. Remember when we transpose, my negative 20 is going to become a positive. Thank you, Uma. So this is 30. Uma, while you're here, what is y?
So y is equals to 2. Wait, can I calculate what the two sides first? Give me like couple seconds.
So let's do it in the equation, right? I know what you want to do. You want to say
this one
y.
side, 2x plus 10 is going to be 70 degrees. The other side will also be 70 because it's an isosceles triangle.
Yep, because they are equal.
So I'm going to say 70 plus 70 plus y is equals to 180. My reason is sum of angles in a triangle. Y is equals to 180 minus 140. Y is equals to 40.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you very much, Uma. Sorry, I'm catching up. Correct. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was that. Between these three questions, did we have any issues? Are we all happy? Are we understanding the previous work? Kia, please go. Leah, who's like my class monitor? Okay, no questions. I saw some thumbs ups. Kia, I hope, if you're still here, I hope you're feeling better eventually. I hate nosebleeds. Kind of the worst thing to ever exist. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Somebody needs to put up their hand so that they can deny Uma. I was spiteful like that in school. That's what I used to do. Such a good question. Where is Brie today?
I have a weird question. Can I just go to the bathroom and go drink water and then come back?
Of course you can.
Please close your curtains.
Can
you please close your curtains?
That's so weird. Literally, you heard me saying, because I literally looked at my reflection and I was like, wait, let me go and close my curtains. Great. Anyways, thank you, Ethan, for that. Leah, why are you letting him answer? Why are you not answering? I'm going to start picking on you guys. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Let me close this.
Ooh.
Reggie, I am back. You're being like my math teacher now, ma'am. I mean, I am a math teacher. Okay, let's go. I'm sure I still have the same two hands. Let's see. I do still have the same two hands. Itandile, your hand is up first. Let me first explain. Did I hear a hand? Was that a hand I heard go up? No. Bad. Anyways, let me explain this rule before you guys answer. Because I mean, duh. Okay, so let's look at our fourth reason we're going to have when working with triangles, and you guys will be happy to know it's the final one that will relate to triangles. So if you're getting tired of triangles, you can rest assured this is the last rule relating to triangles. Now, this is what we tend to call a converse theorem. Okay, so we know that angles opposite equal sides are equal. So we have the reason we have the reason angles opposite equal sides. We know that the angles opposite equal sides are also equal. Now, the opposite is also true. If you are given a triangle and that triangle has two equal angles, then the two sides that are opposite those equal angles are also equal. Okay, so immediately I see I have these two equal angles. Angle A and angle B are equal in this triangle. And because of this rule that we've just now read, I know that line AC is going to be equal to line BC. Why? Because these are sides that are opposite equal angles. So I want you guys to see the difference between the two. Here, when I'm using this rule, I am proving that the sides are equal to each other. When I use the theorem up here, I'm proving that the angles are equal to each other. So when you want to prove that the angles are equal, you have to say that those angles are angles opposite equal sides. We already know that the sides are equal. Okay? Over here at the bottom, we don't know that the sides are equal, but I am proving that the sides are equal because they are opposite angles that are equal. So that is this last rule that we learn about. Not too bad once we know the first part of it. I want you guys to use the reactions. Let me know how we're feeling about this. Does this make sense? There we go. I've seen about 4 names in the thumbs ups. Entle, your hand is raised. Was raised.
That was my mistake, ma'am. Sorry, mistake.
No stress. My water is finishing. I have water on the table behind me. Excuse me while I go get it because I cannot talk without water. In the meantime, look at this first problem. Try and solve. I'm back. Ah, Demi, I see you're in class. You were on the welcome board in case you missed it. Okay. Itandile, you have the answer for me?
Yes, ma'am, I think.
Okay, tell me what.
I said x is equals to 2 centimeters. Sides opposite equal angles.
Sides
Opposite equal angles.
100%. Itandile?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have 2 devices open?
Ma'am?
Because I can hear myself.
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm just in a empty space around
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
Am I done?
Yeah, we're done. That's it.
Okay.
That's the answer. We had to figure out the unknown, which was x. And that's what we did. You told me. X is equal to 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. We have the next one. Uma, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I was waiting on my answers for like almost a century now.
I'm sure your hand is tired by now.
X is equals to 2,5 centimeters. Sides opposite equals angles. Can I do the next one also?
Yes, after the brain break. Well, if there's another hand, I'm taking the other hand. Sorry, Uma.
Ma'am, what did you think about my brain break idea?
With the boxing, I even forgot
Yeah.
boxing, MMA,
Kickboxing and arm wrestling.
kickboxing, and arm wrestling.
Yes.
I actually made a note of it somewhere, but I don't think I'm making a new One Must Go ever again. I'm tired of them because I told you guys I'm just using the old ones.
Ma'am, you did it with the grade 10s yesterday.
I did, but I used our ones. I used the grade 8 ones. I just opened up the notes and did it with them. So I'm not making new ones. I'm just gonna take the old ones and we're gonna play One Must Stay.
So, ma'am, can I be the one to answer the first brain break one?
Sure. I think we can give you that. Oh, it's these ones, Uma. I don't know if you're gonna wanna. We're not playing One Must Go today. We have these.
Give me some time to think.
Okay, let's check the chat or hands if we have others in the meantime. Uma, let me see if I can remember what they are.
Ma'am.
Yes.
These phrases, ma'am. I just can't. I'm gonna go and rest while you're doing the brain break, ma'am, because wow, I cannot. I don't know phrases all in my life. English is not English is not what I'm good at.
Ma'am, is it BED? Give me some more time to think.
Okay, Uma. Yes, Liaho.
So, ma'am, this phrase is one, ma'am. I'm not good at this one, ma'am. But what can I put here? Like, this is tough, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, just give me 10 minutes to think. No, I'm just kidding. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm coming now.
Okay. I'm just answering Lena's question. I don't know why I'm actually typing. Well, actually, it's not even 2:50. It's 2:49. Hold on. Spaces between the bed. Kaylee's getting somewhere. Not blank bed. Not space in the bed. Not box bed. I feel like you guys aren't gonna know it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where you guys go.
Space between the beds.
No.
Space between the B, E, and D.
I mean, you guys are like close with space, but it's not space.
Space bed.
So, ma'am.
Bed
Yes.
and space.
So maybe a blame between the bed. I don't know, ma'am.
Oh no, they're two separate ones. Oh, I maybe should have mentioned that.
Yeah, two
Oh,
separate
okay.
Space bed.
No. Itandile, yes.
3 spaces between 3 beds. I'm just
No.
guessing.
No. Not open bed, not spaces between the bed.
Ma'am, I'm trying to Google some answers. Google isn't giving me anything right now. So I'm getting confused as well.
You must
Okay.
use ChatGPT or something like that. I don't know.
The word is bed, right? But what's done to the word? What did we do to the word?
It's separated.
Another word for separated?
Apart.
No. Okay, it's not exactly another word for separated. but
Segregated.
No.
Ma'am, what is it, ma'am? Like,
Ma'am, my
ma'am, like, what
English
is it,
teacher is
ma'am?
going to be very disappointed in me.
Is it
ma'am.
split or what, ma'am? I don't know. Oh my
Bed
god.
spread. Wow.
Split. Oh my gosh, ma'am. We're not
I'm
gonna
not
get
going to do one of
it.
these brain break.
Like, mom, you should have made an example. Like, you are like bread, Rama. What are you doing with what? Like, ma'am, we should have guessed it by then.
I can't believe you guys didn't get it. Anybody have the second one?
Ma'am, I have the second one, ma'am.
Yes, what is it?
I just forgot, ma'am. Oh my gosh, how can I just forget this? Two to blame.
So close, but no.
Oh my gosh, okay. Thank you, ma'am.
It takes 4 to blame.
No. Liapo was
It
close.
takes 1 to blame. It takes 1 to blame.
No. Not 7 blames.
It only takes 1 person to blame. So
What numbers are missing?
2 and 3.
No. 3 is there.
Oh, 2 and 1.
But in order.
1, 2 to blame you.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm showing you now.
It takes 1 and 2
Oh, wait, I
to
still have
blame.
it. Unati, yes, do you have it?
Ma'am, is it no one to blame?
Yes.
Are you serious right now,
Wow.
ma'am? Are you serious right now?
No way, ma'am. No way.
It
These
should have been
things.
2 to blame, ma'am. Because it's like blame like twice. It should have been 2 to blame.
I get it.
2 to blame.
There's
At
no
least you
one
didn't
and there's no
understand.
2. So
Yes,
But thank you, ma'am. The
ma'am.
blame break. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
We're not done.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
One head.
Big head.
The first one head. I don't know.
Wait, I
Big
heard.
head.
Yes, I think that's Uma.
Yes.
So many heads.
Yes. I got it right, guys. I knew it.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Ma'am, can I say the
For the
next
first
one?
time.
I don't know who's talking. Who wanted to do the next one?
Ma'am, it's
Oh,
not.
no.
Unati, yes.
Is it broken promises?
100%.
I was gonna say shattering.
Okay.
2 knows me doesn't make it right.
I actually don't
Right.
remember this.
No right. I don't know.
Oh, I
2
remember.
wrongs don't make it right. 2 wrongs don't make it right.
Yeah, facts. 2 wrongs to make it right. Yeah.
No
Hey,
left, no right.
I want to ask you guys where you're getting wrong from.
Only God knows where I'm getting wrong.
Yeah, the echoing is so bad. Itandile, I'm going to mute you. Thank you.
So no over 2 knows over right.
No.
2 knows divided by right.
No.
No,
No
right.
hands, no light.
No,
I
right.
don't know, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think this is impossible. Just show us the answer, ma'am.
Yeah, man, this one's quite hard, ma'am.
Hi, Bree. Glad
No
to have
left,
you
I don't
in
know.
class. Okay,
I-
just
just
a
show us.
hint. It's right under something.
Right under something. Right under no.
Close, but no, Liapo.
Ish. Hey, ma'am, this is hard.
Guys, I thought this one wasn't so bad. Okay, I'm waiting for an answer for like 2 seconds, and then I'm gonna show the answer. I see hands. Itandile, do you have the answer? Is that why your hand is up?
2 no's and 1 right.
No, but Kaylee has the answer. I think, yep. There we go. Right under
Ma'am.
the no.
Ma'am, this is hard, ma'am. Like, I was gonna get this one, but anyway. GG's.
Ma'am, like if there was a diagram of a nose on top of the head, that would make sense. But
But
now
it's 2 no's, so it's nose, right?
this is like 1900s joke, ma'am. We don't get these jokes anymore. It's like
Ish, fail.
Yaakov agrees with me, right?
You guys
Yeah,
are just salty because you didn't know the answer.
I also agree with you, Omar. Like, no ways.
Okay, ma'am, yeah, let's just get back to the maths now, ma'am. I think I'm tired of this brain break.
Thank you, Liako.
Yeah,
Guys
no
are
problem.
salty. Yeah. Okay, great. I see Ramsey. Ramsey, your hand is up. Did I miss you for the brain break?
No, ma'am. I want to answer, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. You've made me the happiest person on the planet. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am. 3 is equal. Oh, yo, sorry, ma'am. X is equal to 3 centimeters because of opposite. Yo, opposite angles equal, man.
I know you're on the right reason, but I want you to think of the correct wording. It is not opposite sides are equal. Well, actually, part of it is. So we have, wait, sides, opposite, equal angles. And I think I just told you the answer. So let me just write it in. It is sides, opposite, equal angles.
Yes, ma'am.
So remember, it's our sides that are opposite the angles that are equal. So that is our reason. Very well done, Ramsey. Do you want to do the
Yes,
next
ma'am.
one?
Yes, please, ma'am.
I'm sorry, guys. I
Stop being
Ma'am, I have a
happy.
question, ma'am.
Being
You only make
happy.
us do one, ma'am. You don't make us do two, ma'am.
but you guys have done
Stop
two.
being happy, ma'am. Stop being happy.
Sorry, Ramsey. Let's go.
X is equal to 1.7 centimeters, ma'am, because sides opposite are equal, ma'am.
So close. You're missing one thing at the end.
Ah.
Opposite equal what? The sides are
Angles,
opposite.
ma'am. Angles, ma'am.
Okay, I'm now seeing something. We're just assuming, right? Did they tell us that these angles are equal?
Sure, no, ma'am, they didn't.
No. So actually, this is wrong. Our teacher is gonna look at us and say, like, how do you know that? How do you know? How? So the first thing we have to do is actually prove that these angles are equal. Ramsey, do you know how we might be able to do that?
I'ma try, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
180
Yes.
is equal to 110 minus 35 degrees, ma'am.
So close, let me help you. Remember what our rule says. Our rule says that the sum of all three angles is going to equal to 180. So what we're going to do is, because I know it's the sum, I'm going to add all of them. So we know it's 110, we know it's 35, and thus we don't know what this is, but we'll just call it angle D. Make sense?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What's the reason for that?
You
So far up. Mm-hmm.
converse, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
You sums of angles in a triangle, ma'am.
There we go. Sum of angles in a triangle. So
Yes, ma'am.
we have sum of angles in a triangle. Beautiful. Now what are we doing?
Then we add 110
Mm-hmm. Add it with what?
and add it with 180, ma'am.
Okay, so remember we're solving now an equation. My objective when I solve an equation is I want to get my variable, so my unknown by itself. In order to do that, I need to remove all of the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transpose. So I'm transposing these numbers that I've highlighted in green. Ramsey, can you tell me what happens to the sign of the numbers when I transpose?
They change, ma'am.
They
So
change.
so meaning it's gonna change to a minus, ma'am.
So minus 110, and what about this 35?
Minus also, ma'am. It's also a minus 35, ma'am.
100%. Now do some math for me. Tell me what the answer to this sum is over here. 180 minus 110 minus 35.
It equals 35, ma'am.
Let me check. 145. Yeah. I don't think 35. Wait, let me do my math before I tell you anything. So that's 145. 145, 165, 175. No. So it is 25. Close. Not 35, but 25.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Wait. It has to be because we're trying to prove that this is equal. Let me check my math again, right? I have 180 degrees minus 145. 0 minus 5, we can't do. 7. 10. 10
Ma'am,
minus
it's
5.
minus 110, ma'am.
But
Oh,
also minus 35.
oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm just doing it all together. 110 and 35 makes 145. So this is 5. 7 minus 4. Oh, no. That is 3. I don't know where I got my math from. There we go. 0. No, you're right, Ramsey. It's 35. That was my bad.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. So now we know that this is also 35. Okay. Now that we know that these angles are equal, now can you tell me what is x equals to?
X is equal to 1,7 centimeters, ma'am.
Okay, and let's see, do you remember the reason?
Sides opposite equal angles.
Oh, yes, I was literally about to scroll up, but 100%. It's sides that are opposite equal angles. 100%. Thank you so much for answering.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, let's give.
Ma'am, please pick me.
Ma'am,
Okay.
please pick me. Please pick me, ma'am. Just one question, ma'am.
Please, please.
Let's see. We have 2 more questions. I see Layla's hand. Layla, do you have a question or are you answering?
Ma'am, you can make one of us tell you.
I want to answer.
Do I?
No. No.
Lovely. Guys, Layla is answering the next one. And Itandile, I cannot hear myself when you are unmuted. So I'm not going to let you answer a question because I can't tell what you're saying because I'm hearing myself. Wait, so I can hear myself, not I cannot hear myself. So Itandile, your time for today is done. Uma, if there's still time, you might get to answer another one. Itandile, try changing your sound settings and then maybe you can answer. Cool.
Okay,
Layla, let's go.
Okay. First of all, we don't know if the angle S is actually equal to the other side, so we have to figure that out.
Brilliant.
So I believe it's 180 equals 130 plus 125 plus angle S.
100%. And just to correct you, that wasn't 125, it's just 25. But yes.
Okay, ma'am. And then the reasoning is hold up, sums of an angle in a triangle.
100%. What now?
I add them up before I transpose. So
Okay, let's do that.
One. Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Then we transpose that. It's 180 minus 155.
Brilliant. What next?
Equals angle S. And 180 minus 155 equals 25.
Beautiful. So that is my answer. So now I know that this is 25. So now can you tell me what is x?
X equals 22.2 centimeters. And the reasoning is sides opposite equal angles.
Beautifully done, Leila. Sides opposite equal angles. 100%. Thank you very much for answering.
You're welcome.
Let's go. Kia's microphone is not working. That's so weird because Kia, I know you've spoken to me before. I don't know why that would be. Uma's hand is down. Okay, Itandile,
No,
did
ma'am, I'm
you?
still here, ma'am. I'm still here. Don't worry, ma'am. I'm still here. Ma'am, I'm still here. So I mean, it's a right angle triangle. I don't know whether it's equal or not. That's the thing. So 86 plus 47 plus ABC is equals to 180 by using a sum of angles in a triangle.
So
86 plus 47 is
120 and 13.
86 plus 47 is equals to 133 plus ABC is equals to 180. ABC is equals to 180 minus 133. Calculating. My brains are still calculating.
This is why mental math is faster than a calculator.
I'm not using calculator, ma'am. I'm still
47.
My brains are saying 47.
Uma, I feel like I can hear you clicking the buttons of your calculator.
Ma'am, that's not a calculator, ma'am.
I feel like it is. Even if it's not a calculator, then it's a calculator on your laptop.
No, ma'am. It's not.
Well, I can hear you pressing buttons. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
No, ma'am. That's the background, ma'am.
Okay.
X is equals to 4 centimeters. Opposite sides equals angles.
No sides.
It's opposite equals angles.
Opposite equal angles. Beautiful.
Yeah. Now, ma'am, send the quiz. And don't end the class. I want to see how well I do in like 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna do the quiz in 5 minutes. Bye, Imisle. That's the end of our lesson, guys. In case you missed it, that's the end of our lesson. Itandile, I'm so sorry. Do you wanna answer a question? Let's hear you talk. Let's hear myself talk. Itandile is not here. Oh no, she's trying to fix her mic. Leila, yes.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I forgot to raise my hand.
No stress, Liahu, yes.
Ma'am, I'm warning you, ma'am. I'm gonna give the best joke, ma'am. Like, it's gonna be up there next week Tuesday. I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's gonna be up there.
I am looking forward to it, Liahu.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we get a preview now?
No, ma'am, not now, ma'am. It has to be a surprise.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm on question number 4.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm speed running. Give me like a couple. How many questions are there?
10.
How many questions?
There are 10.
Yo, I'm on number 4, ma'am.
That's okay. Olusle, yes. What is your project?
So, ma'am, we have to prove angle. No, it's not an angle. It's a triangle. KHJ equals to KLJ. And then
Okay.
it's 7 marks. Yo, ma'am.
So it sounds to me like you have 2 different triangles.
Yes, ma'am.
And they said prove that KHJ, you said J, right?
Yes.
And I don't think they said equal. The symbol looked like this.
Yes.
Yeah, to whatever other name this triangle was. So this is similarity and congruency. Similarity and
Ma'am, it's one triangle.
Yes, 100%. So if you have a textbook, go ahead and look in your textbook for work on similarity and congruency. This, by the way, how do we know what is similar? The symbol for similar, I always think of dollar signs. So when you see a symbol like this, it talks about similar triangles. And when you congruency, I always think of the euro. So this is the symbol for congruency. So they're trying to, or they want you to tell them that these 2 triangles are congruent. Now in math, when we talk about something that's congruent, it means it's exactly the same triangle. So in order for you to prove that it's exactly the same triangle, you either have to prove that all of your angles are equal, Because if all of your angles are equal, then it means you have the exact same triangle, right? Or you can prove that all of your sides are equal, because if all of your sides are equal, oh jeez. If all of your sides are equal, then it also means that, what was I saying? Then it also means that you have the exact same triangle. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
There's other rules, but I'm only going to confuse you if I talk about it now. So the best thing to do is go and have a look in your textbook, and it will give you all the ways in which you can prove that triangles are congruent. And I'll help you a little bit more. This question specifically is asking about congruency. So if you want to skip over similarity, that's fine. But go and have a look at your congruency rules in your textbook, or even like search for a YouTube video, you know, and you'll get help. It's not too difficult. I'm obviously not doing it in class now, so I can't help you entirely, but this is what I can tell you. Your question is dealing with similarity and congruency. Specifically, your question is asking you to prove that two triangles are congruent, meaning that they're exactly the same as each other.
Ma'am, I messed up the quiz. I got 14. I'm gonna do it again. Please put me on the quiz podium, ma'am.
This is what happens when you speed run, Uma.
Yeah, but it's good enough, ma'am. It's still a pass.
A pleasure. I think Olusle, I was helping you. Yes, pleasure.
Yes,
Olusle.